Nobody from work watches, but you never know what gets out there on the internet.
Right.
They should watch.
They should. They should not watch.
You should start advertising. You should start advertising.
They 100% should not watch.
We're pulling up the teams right now.
Oh, by the way, I stream D&D. Maybe you should check it out sometime. Bad Hair Gaming.
I've mentioned it. I've said it. Like they know it exists. But
Terrifying.
I just that's they don't need to know. They don't need to know what's up here. They don't need to see how I live. I forgot to update the thing, but the last fucking session I ran was our last session 2 weeks ago, so it just says episode 13 instead of episode 14. Big whoop. I need to do it because I will forget. There we go. Fixed. Fuck it. Ellie said be nice. And it's been a few weeks. Let's call it another 15 points on your points cards tonight. Before I get into recap, is anybody spending points tonight? I'm seeing a no from Oka.
Not tonight.
Yeah, wait,
Not
you have to be vocal. I cannot see you.
I was actually thinking about it before I answered.
Fair. Chubbs?
No.
No. Loki?
I'm sorry my memory's failing here. Is this the campaign we get inspiration at the start of the session, or am I thinking of a different one?
Everybody gets inspiration at the start of the session. Everybody gets one. Loki,
I accidentally did that in a different campaign and I got a lot of shit for it. And I was like, oh fuck, I better double check every session now.
Remember, if it's my face, it's okay. Loki, you look like you're pondering. I think you were
saying... I'm debating trading in 50 for a new Grand Charm, but if I want to get rid of any of them. No, do you know what? I'm not this week.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep what I have.
Perfect. Where did we leave off? I've been marking it off. We continued our exploration of the hollow spiral. You came across some kind of large humanoid robot that had been cut in half. That repeated, "It wasn't supposed to break. It wasn't supposed to break." Chubbs accidentally disables this robot by smacking it in the head like a TV. You came across some scavengers dragging a bag full of parts from the robot that you found earlier. They were very distant and vague with their answers, but did look exhausted. And the interaction was very awkward. Vec did bring up the point that the way you approached them did very much seem like you were trying to rob them, or or may have attempted to rob them, but you decided to kind of just move on. Not before Oka offered them a job, though, which they did turn down. You fought some Void Banshees, or what is it called? Null Weaver Banshees, which you did eventually defeat. And in defeating those Banshees, you were able, you revealed a mysterious hidden chest that appeared to require a blood sacrifice to open, and the crew did choose to ignore it. In the next chamber, you found a sword stabbed into a stone in the middle of a lake. When pulling the sword from the stone, you were given visions of Flongo's past conquests. That was Oka, who got those visions while attuning to the sword. You found a pack on a decomposed body that had several star-shaped metal ingots that weighed as pack muling. That body you did find had probably been killed by like null hounds or some kind of creature with sharp claws. You found an old camp setup where you found the void glass ring, a ring that gave, I think it was detect detect thoughts as like a once per day spell, as well as resistance to psychic damage. You found a strange black fungus that Loki collected, but almost like got hit with some spores from it. And you entered a chamber where you heard the familiar sound of a group of void hounds that you were able to sneak by just barely. And as you did, the highlight of last session was Riven from behind going, "What are we hiding from?" And Loki leaning back and going, "Your mother." And then Riven attempted to swipe something from Loki's bag, and when Loki caught him doing it and swiped his hand away, Riven reaches back in. He's like, "Oh, I did find something," and fucking flipped him the bird. And when we left off, you had made your hex roll, but I didn't tell you what the result was. That's what we were starting off with. Riven had disappeared again. You move on, and you find, as you move through a small cavern and kind of move into a space that kind of opens up. It opens up, but it's like, it looks like it goes straight, and like you wouldn't notice it right away unless you like were really taking a look. That there is kind of a path that kind of dips off to the side into a separate chamber. The only reason you guys see this right away is because of Chubbs' true sight. He's just like, "Oh shit," like you see beyond this, like, kind of, it's not even a glamour, it's almost like the shadows kind of shift over the space in a strange way that hides it. But you slip through and move to the back, and as you do, and approach closer, there appears to be a wounded girl who is like holding her side, who like lifts up a pistol weakly and looks at all of you, and she says, "Get back! I have a gun!"
Oh, mate, I got 2 guns right here, but it's okay. We don't want to hurt you. Want to know what's going on? We're looking around.
Dollar.
You're here to help?
Can I healing word her?
Sure. Yeah, what do you say to her?
We're cool. We're cool. And that's the healing word. We're cool.
Okay. You heal her. And you see that the wound, like, on her side starts to heal up. She feels the warmth of your words and starts to, like, see, like, the healing take shape. There's something about, like, your healing word appears to work, but it doesn't fully heal her. There's something going on, and, like, she kind of, like, she's still holding her side, and she kind of limps forward as she kind of drops the, like just weakly drops her hand with the gun, still clutching it tight. And losing balance, she kind of, like, falls forward, like, about to fall on her face.
Can I catch her?
Sure, give me a dexterity check.
A charisma check.
I'm not saying shit.
Roll a 1.
Yeah,
It's a charismatic catch.
Soccer across the face.
Wade, do you, like, kind of, like, run in and reach under her and catch her before she hits the ground?
Sick.
She clings on to your arm just to kind of, like, pick herself up. And she says frantically, "My companions, they vanished in the spiral. Shadows stole their voices first, then their forms. I've heard their whispers following me through the darkness ever since, beckoning me to join them. Please help us find them, or help me find them."
There's something to find. We'll help you find them. Although, Not gonna lie, we're kind of lost in here a bit, so hopefully we can help.
She looks and she says, "My name is Amara.
I'm Wade. Wade the Dark One.
Thank you for helping me. I'm a scholar from Ariathion. We're down here investigating legends about a lost artifact, called the Null Crown. There's a lot of rumors about it, but it's supposed to be linked to a greater power.
Well, any kind of greater power tends to attract the wrong kinds of attention.
She kind of like looks around at her surroundings, and looking closer now, you guys can see that she has held her own with, like, she's got a quarterstaff that she is, like, right now it's like in the corner. And you can see that the gun that she is wielding, it's not quite like the plasma pistols that you've seen. It looks a lot more primitive in its design. The outfit she's wearing, like, it looks like it's kind of like padded armor. And it has like a crest of a scholarly house on it. On the ground you can see that there is, you're not sure what the skull is, but there is some kind of skull that, like, it looks like it almost looks like the meat of it was, like, ripped off of the bone. Like, you can see that there's still, like, organic, like fur and matted fur and meat that is, like, kind of like pushed to the back of the skull, but, like, the front is almost clean and, like, pushed in.
Captain, what do you think?
I mean, I don't know. Seems to be able to hold her own, but I mean, if she
Is
needs
she
help and
tough?
we're here,
She's relatively easy to catch. Nothing personal.
you shouldn't say that.
I mean, she can hear. She can hear me. She knows it too. I'm not hiding it from her.
Yeah, but yeah, that's just something you don't really like throw out there into the wind.
No offense, sorry.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, we're here. We can help you. We can help you out as best we can. I mean, we're lost too, like he said. Are you hungry? I got some burgers. I'm a Squengy's regional assistant manager, just so you know. It's not like a big deal or anything.
What? Oh, that restaurant that opened up?
Yeah. Regional assistant manager. So.
Oh, wow.
I got burgers.
That you just keep them in your pockets like that?
Oh yeah. I pull one out and it's all like squished. And I hand it to her.
How old is that pocket burger? Those are the ones
I think I think I refreshed when we went to the Squengies. So
okay,
they're
like, it's
maybe like half a day old.
half a day old burger. Yeah, she grabs it and unwraps it, and she's like, the professor had our pack, so I haven't had food in a while. And she just, like, starts, like, gobbling it down. She's like,
Here, have two. I pull one out of my back pocket.
She's like, oh, that one's warm. Yeah. Eats
Yeah.
that as well.
Oh, it's warm.
scarfs down both burgers, and like for a minute she's fine, and then she goes, and like just throws up this like ball of burger, like just like too much at once, plus like it's like whatever like sauce is on there is starting to like kind of like not be so great, and fucking like just like she throws most of it up. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, just don't eat them that quick. Here, have another. And I hand her another one
She
out of a different pocket.
She's like, no, I'm okay for now.
Oh, okay.
She's like, do you have water?
Well, I guess I'll have one. Did any of us bring water?
I give her some water. I have some water bottles.
She'll take like a long, deep sip, and she's like, thank you so much. We underestimated this place. Did you know the shadows are alive?
No.
What do you mean the shadows are alive?
She pulls out her notebook and starts like going through what you can see as frantic scribblings. She says they consume sound, memories, even identity. My team's leader, Professor Thalen, discovered carvings that spoke of the Cave of Falling Stars, a resting place for a man named Ottovarius, said to house like an incredible machine. But before we could pursue it, the whispers came.
Wait. Where is this resting place? Is it in the spiral?
No, it's somewhere in Umbervale.
Okay.
We were trying to narrow. we were trying to narrow down its location. My professor had several notes that were seeming to lead somewhere, but then when the whispers came, it was the professor first. She looks down at the gun. She says, he handed this to me. He just, and she's gripping it with like a white knuckle grip. He gave me this. He gave me this gun, and then he was gone.
Hey, we're gonna
pointing it at anybody. Like, is she like white knuckling this, like pointing at anybody, or is she,
no,
like,
and
holding
her
the
finger's
barrel?
not on the trigger right now.
Okay.
Like it's just like she's got like the actual handle like just gripped.
Yeah, so she's
tight.
Like, okay.
how close were you with your crew?
I've known some of them my whole life.
Ah, shit. All right, we're gonna help you however we can.
The shadows looked like them, talked like them, but it wasn't them. She kind of looks down at the gun again. They tried to get me, but I got them first.
The shadows?
They
can be killed.
She starts
Or
crying.
Deterred at least. Oh god. Someone who's a little better at this, step in here. Wade, you're pretty good with the ladies.
I don't think like you, even from like just a passive kind of look, it wasn't you. It's just she is finally in a moment of safety to be able to come to terms with what is happening to her, and it just kind of hits her all at once. Like she just falls to her knees, holding the gun in her hand, like kind of against her face, just bawling her eyes out.
All right, come on. You're fine. We're professionals here. All my crew.
They're dead. They're fucking dead.
I mean,
they're dead. All of them.
You don't know that for sure. They could be okay, maybe.
All I heard was their screams.
Screams mean nothing.
Look,
Approach Loki
look,
and
we're
try
gonna try and save him, and if we can't, we're gonna fucking avenge him. It's not ideal, but we'll do what we can for you.
While they're all kind of like having this talk, I'm gonna approach Loki just kind of in the background and be like, "Hey, you don't have like anything to calm her down or anything like that, right? Like a calm emotions or anything like that, like whispering in his ear."
No,
We
I
kind of need
don't
this
have
person
any.
to have a level head, and I feel like if they continue on this trajectory, we're probably going to end up having to, we might get shot.
Yeah, I don't have anything like that. I have nothing that could
If
calm her
you have
down.
anything like no like food or anything like that, I hear from like the Earth planet they do like lavender to put you to bed and stuff like that. Do you have any like special herbs or anything like that we could maybe make a cup of tea with?
I have nothing like that.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Well, we'll just keep an eye out, and if we can find anything, see if we can work with it.
yeah, I'll keep an eye out for something to help her out with.
She is
Yeah, just
hysterical.
Does anybody have like any booze or something? Maybe a drink might help her calm down.
I do have some
I
more
will
money.
pull out a pipe.
This is like the worst group to have a damsel in distress situation with.
How do we help you?
So,
How do we help you?
So far, the suggestions have been give her drugs or use a spell to calm her down. Feed her alcohol.
Oh, I went like homeopathic,
Yeah.
So did I.
Got a bunch of Bill Cosbys up in this motherfucker.
No, don't say that, BHG. Come on. Come on.
What this pudding pop
I do
to
have
make
some-
you feel better.
I'm sure Wade totally thinks of himself as a father figure and would take that as a compliment before realizing.
But there's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's kind of the story with Wade.
Yeah. So you guys, you guys are just
calm down.
You guys are just like standing around her, like, you got any booze or you got drugs to calm her down? She isn't quite hearing you, and finally, out of nowhere, you see a hand reach to her shoulder, and she turns to look to see who it is, and you see like Riven just like kind of like stepping out of a shadow, and as she does, he pulls her in and just like embraces her with a hug, and she just starts like bawling into his chest. And he's like, "It's okay, lass, it's okay. We'll find them. We'll find them."
Wow, he's good at this.
He looks like he kind of like looks at you, Oka, and he's like, "And you're terrible at it."
I'm aware. I think we're all painfully aware how bad we are at social interactions.
He lets her cry it out for a minute before like stepping her in front of him, pulling out like a handkerchief so that she can wipe her face down and blow her nose. He looks and he says, "It's going to be okay. Everything's fine. These guys are idiots, but they're capable. I think we can all agree that we can keep what was her name? Amara? We can keep Amara safe, yes?"
Absolutely.
He asks her for a description of the professor and some of the people who were taken. She says there's a group of 7 there's people that she says she's known her entire life. A boy named Owen, and a young woman named Davney. She said that there's also people on the trip that she hadn't really met before, not people that in her circle, but people who were handpicked by the professor to lead them along. Their names are Davin, Crenshaw, and Mirth. And then, of course, there's Dr. Thielen, Thelen, Thielen, or Professor Thielen, who was leading the expedition. He had, like, maps and stuff of the hollow spiral. Like, he was leading them for a while until these weird shadows got to them and split them apart. She said that he also has some like equipment that he was using to help lead him towards the cave, the cave of the fallen star, Autovarius's cave.
Okay. Do you have any idea where they were last? Like, how to get back to their last location?
She says it feels like the shadows shift. Sometimes it doesn't feel like there's always a direct path. The professor had like a little light, like it was a bell with a light in it, that was guiding us through. When we got split up, I found this alcove. It just seemed safe, and I've been able to hold it down for now, but if you hadn't found me... And she looks down, and there's like a little pouch that's open hanging off of her side that has like a few glowing vials inside. She's like, I don't know what I would have done.
Oh. Why is he up there?
Are your keys stuck? Like up left arrows? Like,
Oh yeah, they were.
Yes.
That's
That's
embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
I just want you to go flying up into the corner. I was like,
My hand was on my keyboard, dude. I'm in MMO mode right now.
he's trying to walk over to her, like theater of mind. He's like, yes, let me walk this way.
All I could think of was the DuckTales space theme. Like, oh, there he goes. There goes one brave kid.
Oka would be that brave kid too. So yeah, I mean, I guess we just go in a random direction and try to find him.
Riven says, stay the course. Try to get her out of the hollow spiral. This place is not safe. Especially,
of course.
She looks and she says, for civilians. He says, I am going to scout around and see if I can get wind of any of these other people.
Alright.
He looks and puts a hand on her shoulder, and he's like, they may not all be alive, but some of them may be safe. Regardless of the outcome, I will at least let you know what has happened to them. And with that, he steps like back into a shadow and disappears.
All right, let's form a protective barrier. One of us takes front. Amara, you stay in the middle.
She stays in the middle, but as you're like moving in step with her, you're realizing that she's got like a hard limp that like, so her movement right now is 20 feet for your 30.
Okay.
Your healing, like you said, your healing word worked in the way that it healed like the external wounds, but whatever got to her has done something to her that may require like actual medical attention.
Would a lesser restoration work?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I don't have it prepared,
Roll
But
a
I'm wondering.
medicine check for me.
Okay. There we go.
17's exactly what you needed. Taking you kind of like stop her for a minute and take a closer look, and whatever something attacked her that almost it looks like it like stabbed into her thigh just below her buttock and left something inside. A greater restoration would probably work, or not a greater, a lesser restoration would probably work.
Okay. Would it be possible while we're like walking to unprepare one of my spells and prepare lesser restoration?
I think you have to normally do it during a rest, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm asking if there's any way that I could swap one out.
Give me an Arcana or a Religion check.
Okay. +2. Is that good enough? If not, I'll burn my inspo.
Sure. Yeah, burn your inspo.
Okay.
Higher is definitely better here.
Ugh, that's bullshit. One lower. Damn. Oh wait.
Oh,
Hold up.
hold up.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Could I have used my expert charm beforehand?
Oh.
Proficiency bonus would have been doubled, so I would have gotten a +4 instead of a 2 on the first roll.
Okay. Making it a 16? No, making it a 14.
Just a 14. Yeah.
A 14
a little...
still would not have done it.
Dang. It's worth a shot, I suppose.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for like another rest period before you can prepare the spell, but knowing it is good.
Okay.
For now, you're just gonna have to deal with Amara being slow.
Yeah, we'll just keep pace with it. Oh, god damn it. Got it. Yeah, we'll just keep pace with her, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. Everybody kind of like forms a circle around her and like follows in step with her. This does make for a slower like journey through these tunnels. What I'm gonna
Can
have...
I shoulder her and give her a little bit extra? Like, give her, like, a shoulder to arm around, and, you know, we can maybe, like...
I mean, she's pretty...
hustle a little
like,
bit?
she's petite. You could, like, pick her up if you wanted to.
Yeah, I guess I'll approach her and be like, okay, listen, I'm new. It's nice to meet you. I'm Chubbs.
Hi.
I'm with him, and I'll point to Oka. I'll be like, listen, you're obviously very hurt. We can all clearly see that. Can I make this easier on you? I'll give you a spot. You can just hop up, hang on the side, do what you need to do. I have my shield, and we can just move forward.
Yes.
Maybe we can get out of here and get you some medical attention.
I appreciate you asking me before just, like, picking me up. Yes, I that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Perfect. And I will, like, turn around and kneel down and let her, like, climb up on her own instead of, like, eating her. I'll be like, find a comfortable spot, however, you know, get the leverage off your leg and let's go.
She needs a little boost, but, like, you got enough of you guys there that you can get her up on, like, a comfortable setup just on your shoulder. She kind of, like, she has her padded armor that she kind of takes off and puts under herself, so it's kind of like a seat. And with that, she's like, this will work perfectly. Thank you.
Listen, if you see anything crazy, you have a gun, just point and shoot. It's okay.
She kind of looks at the gun again. She still hasn't let it go. She's like, of course.
Yeah, holding you, I'm a little encumbered. Because again, my shield's back there. That's kind of what's holding you in. I'm holding you with the other arm, so this is gonna be up to you for a little bit.
She'll nod and say, "Got it." And with that, I need hex rolls.
What?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Six and a 3.
6 and a 3. This one here. 6 and a 3. Interesting. Go ahead and give me a d6 roll.
A 5.
A 5. Roll 3d4.
One, 4, 2.
7. You find a pouch. As you're kind of like stepping by, again, like every now and then you're catching like the occasional dead body. You come across maybe what will it seems like there's a hint of bones, but you don't really see a full body to be able to observe. But what you do find, kind of like covered by a couple small rocks that you just like kind of notice the string hanging out, is a pouch. And looking in it, you find what appears to be flakes of like glass that is as black as the abyss. Like when you look at the, like the material feels like glass, but it's black, like pitch black, and like staring into it feels like you're staring into nothingness.
How does it feel with true sight?
No different with true sight. It still kind of like feels like you're just staring into the void, but like just like for those little segments. What you have found is void glass flakes.
Okay. Yeah, hey, somebody want to grab those? I'm kind of the little pouch right there. Just pick up the flakes and maybe we can use them for something.
Yeah, I'll grab them. I'll pick them up.
Hold on, I will add that to your character sheet. They don't appear to have like any magical properties or anything like that. Commodities.
As we're walking, does the lady give us any signs of anything like that, like pointing at the glass or anything like that? Is there anything that she like winces at, or anything in particular? Like I guess we're on the glass right now, so like when she sees the glass, when I point it out and I'm like, hey, somebody get that, does she like kind of the void, the shadows, is that all linked together? Or
in this case, she's like, oh, that comes from your neck of the woods. I assume that you're astral travelers.
Some of the best in the galaxy.
That we're not sure what the material came from. We call it void glass. We've actually used it to improve some of our aether tech. But they're pretty much like just common lenses. Or like there is a transparency there, but it's not like we're not able to view it, but we can use it in the same way that we would use certain kinds of glass. And it sells for a pretty penny as well. Like they send just even that small flake. One of those small flakes sells for 10 gold pieces.
It's not bad. We do need a few of those.
Yeah, we do need quite a bit of gold.
She's like, you need gold?
Yeah, just to pay that guy that was here. He's kind of like our escort, but not really. He kind of got pissed at us. We asked too many questions.
She's like, how much gold do you owe him?
Riven, wherever you are, how much was it again?
I think he's scouting around for her crew.
Yeah,
I think it was.
He'll be right there. That shadow right there. It looks like him.
I think it was 500 we owed him.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
thought.
pretty
I
sure
didn't
it
put it.
was,
I didn't put it in my notes though, for some reason.
Yeah, I'm almost certain it's 500, but you know, from the horse's mouth. I just kind of
What?
stare at a shadow.
The dead shadow doesn't say a damn thing.
That does kind of look like him though.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Amara, if you need another burger, just let me know. I got like 6 more.
It's like, do you? I don't mean to be insulting, but do you have any food that isn't a burger? Maybe something a little lighter on the stomach.
I don't personally. This is like my main diet. Gotta keep up the protein.
Yeah.
Plus, I
What about
mean,
a species ration? They're not very good either, but they might be better than a few-day-old burger.
it's not a few day. I bought them like earlier today, guys. Come on. These are some of the better
Oh.
burgers I've had on hand.
Oh, I'm not sure what that says about either of us.
She's
I
like,
had rations on me, but apparently not.
I will offer them a spacer's ration if they want it.
sure.
Yeah, there should be some in the Spacefarers pack or something. Yeah,
I had
3
10
days
on
of
me
space
separately.
rations.
Chubbs, you also have 8 spacers rations. It's under consumables.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I see them
Yeah,
there.
so I gave them one of mine.
Yeah, she opens it up and it's like it probably has, it's almost like a Lunchable but for futures. So like it has like a protein component, it has like a side component, and then it has some kind of dessert like a cookie or a chocolate bar or something like that. And fuck it, still comes with a prime energy drink.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Lore-wise, I'm giving her the entire ration, so it's actually 3 meals too. She's got those on hand.
Yeah, she'll keep it. She'll like stow the other like remaining ones in her pack and be like, "Thank you so much."
No problem. I mean, they're not great, but I mean, I've seen what his burgers have been.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, sometimes your pants don't smell very good, and I'm not sure if it's the burgers or not the burgers, or which is worse.
It's the burgers. I keep up on my laundry. I'm a
You
prince.
see what I mean?
She also like reaches down. She like kind of like taps your shoulder, Chubbs, and she's like, "Hold out your hand." She reaches in and pulls out like a smaller sack and puts it in your hand, and it feels like a sack with coins. And she's like, "There should be 50 gold pieces in there."
You really don't have to do this.
You all saved my life. It is the least I can do.
I mean, very well, thank you very much. And
Oh.
yeah, I'll put it away.
Yeah, she's like, "That's I have more where that came from. I earn a very good living, but that's normally what I keep on hand for in case I need to go shopping or something like that. So I have no problem contributing to your the man that you hired." especially if he's going to help find my friends.
We will do our best, all of us.
Did I give you just like a gold piece?
Yeah, I have gold pieces
Yeah.
at the bottom. I had 75. I upped it to 125 for her 50 as well.
Hell yeah.
So we're a quarter of the way there, boys.
Woo!
Fuck yeah. And with that, that's it. Like you, it's just kind of along the path that you found this like this bag of void glass flakes. So I need more hex rolls.
Ibs.
It's a 5 and a 2. Oh, how would that work? We just go on that line infinitely. You've already done all that though. So I'm gonna put it on the next spot, next available spot anyway. And I need a d6 roll. That's a 2. Oh no. Give me another d6 roll. We already came across that one. Okay, you can't keep doing this to me, man.
Sorry. Hey, there we go. It's not a 2.
That is better. That is better. Ooh. I need a separate roll here. I'm gonna get you to roll this one, Chubbs, and I need a d4 roll.
Got a 2.
2 is Oka.
The day of 2s. Oh no.
What do you mean by that?
Oh no.
I'm nervous.
I wonder if this is our teaser.
Oka's downfall.
Oka's Downfall is the title of a great book I may write.
I would buy this book.
It's gonna be one of them smutty books.
As it should be. As it should be.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that would be the downfall of Oka, some pussy.
No, he's loyal.
No.
He's loyal. He might be a darn.
Jocelyn? Yeah, the downfall of Oka.
He might be a
Some
darn
pussy.
scoundrel, but he's loyal. Come on.
You robbed her in the first episode,
And now we're getting married, dude.
and now you're getting married. That's toxic.
That's
It
is.
Not
Now
good.
you gotta save
Not
her.
He
good.
robbed her before they were engaged, so it's okay.
No.
Loki.
Yeah.
Loki. It's on brand for me, which is on brand for Oka.
That's crazy.
So am I. That's why the ladies love me.
Fair.
Okay, Oka. You hear in your head, like, it's you guys watch as like Oka almost like stops in like a daze, and Oka, for you, what you hear is what seems to be an argument between two people. Looking and staring out ahead, you can almost see and make out two figures dressed in very different clothing. One looking like more like almost like a barbarian, but like a space barbarian. Like both of their outfits look like they're coordinated, but his looks a lot rougher. Like he's got like the sleeves ripped off of his jacket.
Yeah.
The other one looks a lot more clean cut with like a blue outfit.
Mm-hmm.
You feel as well like a cold breath that brushes your neck. And a heaviness in your limbs, maybe as if something enormous and sorrowful has passed through you.
Whoa. Well, that was weird. Anybody else hear that?
Nah, mate.
Huh.
Look, though, if you farted, you can own it. We're all friends here.
No. No, dude, I don't fart.
Are the burgers the secret to that? Because, you know, that sounds like a valuable skill.
No, it's just where I was raised. My family lineage has never farted.
All right, then.
No more questions, please. I think I'm just gonna like keep this to myself because it's kind of cryptic.
You're not going to tell them what you heard?
I might save it until we're like resting at like a nice rest point or something.
Okay.
Because it is kind of weird.
Sure. Yeah. Then just give me some hex rolls. You guys are noticing this thing happening to Oka. He stays quiet about what he is hearing. But does anybody else like what is it? What are you guys doing?
Currently trying to figure out how to not fart. That's a fucking revelation for me.
How long have you been holding that fart in for?
Oh, I'm not holding one in, but he told me it was possible to just not do that, and I'm trying to figure out how.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Like I'll roll like a medicine.
Oh yeah, I'll take a medicine. The wonders of the human body.
Fuck. This is why we don't get quests done.
All right.
Wade.
Okay.
You think of
I think I might have learned how to hold it in.
You think of a pretty interesting technique, but it does involve basically starving yourself.
Yeah, not worth it. Not worth it at all. Oh, can I have one of those burgers?
Oh, absolutely. I take one out of my left back pocket.
I catch it with my mouth.
Oh, it's warm.
I hate everything about this.
This
Must be fresh.
somewhat. One day I'll reveal the secrets to not farting to you, but it's a family trick.
A family trick. That's several levels of ridiculous.
Yeah. Just creating lore.
Yeah, if you're doing anything else, let me know. Otherwise, you know what to do. You know what I need.
Can I, as we're walking, can I like write down what I heard? Just so Oka like remembers it a little better?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Then obviously I'll, copy it into the notes. But like, yeah, he actually like makes a point to like write down what he heard.
to give like a better idea of like what the kind of like vision of people that you saw as you saw them arguing. One kind of looked like, when I say he looked like a barbarian, it's more like a gladiator. Like just the they're all wearing like these very similar outfits, but like they have that like kind of difference of personality. Like you can tell like this guy is like he dresses himself like a brawler. So and he looked a little more built. The other one, like I said, was like a little bit smaller, almost like similar to Amara. Like even like Amara wears like this kind of like blue outfit that has kind of the same vibe that you get from this other one wearing.
So like a scholarly attire.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Yep, Oka pens that in his secret journal. It's a Squengi's journal. It came from a promotion a couple years back.
That's amazing.
It was the Happy Meal.
Yep.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm just glad that Squingy supports children's literacy.
Oh, if anybody supports literacy, it's Squengi's. It's one of my favorite things about him. Oka looks off at an invisible camera.
Are you gymming us here?
Oh, absolutely.
God damn it. Give me some damn hex rolls. No, you gave me hex rolls. Who hasn't given me hex rolls yet? Who hadn't done it? Yeah.
I'll roll it.
Wade got to it first. You're next. You're next. What do we got? We got a 2. Okay, we got a 2. Oh. We got a 2, and then we got a 4. I need a D6 roll, please. That's a 1. Where are my tables? Really need to get a second fucking graphics card just so I can have more monitors.
How many outputs are you using?
All of them.
That's
Oh,
on brand.
There's also USB monitors. Heads up on that one.
Is there? That's dangerous to
Yes.
know. That is very dangerous.
Yeah, I know.
I need.
They're not great for gaming, but just for like game info and shit, great.
I need to reseat my my USB 3 hub, because like if I make the weirdest slightest movement, it just like disconnects everything. And now I might have to look for a USB monitor just to have like another one here up here that I can just have information on, because that's all I need it for. I always have too many things. All the monitors.
I have 12 monitors set up right now.
You're by day, I'm just a hacker, man.
This is actually my hacker cave.
Oh,
Careful, or I'll start asking you surprisingly engaging questions about your choice in text editor.
Oh,
you.
I gotta just put my hand off the fucking keyboard, dude.
Huh?
I'm used to
it. Did you fly off the screen again?
Yeah. Very quick. I don't think anybody saw. MMO mode, dude. I can't do anything about it. Left hand going behind the back.
Okay. You move through a smaller section. It's enough that two people can walk shoulder to shoulder, but it's not. It's a tight fit. It's a very tight corridor that you move down, and as you get close to the end of it, you hear a growling coming from the far end, like where you just came from. And looking back, you see two void hounds that are like snarling and like looking like they're about to bound down the hallway after you. You are about 60 feet away.
All right, everybody, get ahead of me. Get ahead of me real quick. Go, go, go. Past me, past me. Once everybody's ahead of me, I'm gonna use Crenellation Charm to create like a barricade.
Oh, that's so good.
And then once I create it, I'm gonna use my Dimensional Travel Charm to go outside of it.
Like you're gonna fight them solo?
No, the other way.
The other way. Okay.
Not that
okay.
way. Not that way. Come on.
You put up the battlements to block them off, and then fucking just
Yes.
get that dip. That's okay. I like that.
It only lasts for a minute, but that'll give us some time to like run a little bit and prepare outside of a small tunnel.
This offers an interesting query. Are you guys trying to escape, or you're just trying to get a better foothold for a fight?
What are we doing, guys? We got like a minute before that battlement comes down. Are we fighting or are we running?
Well, you know I like to fight, but I can be talked out of it.
Oh, I know we all love to fight, but we also got Amara here with us. I don't want to endanger her any more than she's already been.
Yeah, because of that, I think we should run. I'd love to stay and fight too, but
All right, let's choose it.
Listen, it's only two of them. If you can hold on tight, I can keep you safe.
She looks.
You guys want to stay and fight?
She's like, if there's two, there's going to be more.
Sounds like we're running.
Works for me. Lead the way.
All right, let's go, guys.
It's like nullhounds usually run in packs. If you catch one by itself, you may be catching them hunting. Sometimes they'll separate to hunt for and forage for whatever they eat. Usually, I think it's people who enter. But yeah, if there's two, that means the pack is right behind them.
a way out, I want to garlic bomb the path as well to screw with their scent so they can't track us.
Nice.
Okay.
In doing that, what I want from everyone, I think this is going to be athletics. I'm going to let everybody roll with advantage because you've been able to disable them and give yourself a head start. And this, yeah, athletics for just like a straight, like just like charging as fast as you can to find like a clearing.
Shit. I feel like I have something
now
that gives me
okay.
advantage on it. No, I
Got a
have
nat
advantage
20
on
on
medium or
mod.
smaller targets.
That's still good.
19.
You charge forward through the rest of this small tunnel that opens up into a wider room that has like a chasm, like it just like there's pathway and then there's nothing, and as you're rushing, like you just barely stop yourselves before like going over the side and make your turn, running down. The path leads down and starts to wind down into the chasm, and as you kind of like run along that spiral that goes down into it, you watch as it appears that the void the null hounds, some of them have veered off the other way that leads into another a cave section, but a couple of them don't stop running, seeming to catch your scent, but also don't stop and like slide too hard and just go off into the chasm below. That garlic bomb did wonders. There's no way it wouldn't screw with their senses. That was a very good call.
Mm-hmm.
For that combo, Oka and Loki take 5 points each on your points cards.
Fuck yeah.
Brilliant thinking.
Awesome.
That was a nice
Thank
combo,
you.
too.
Yeah.
Nice double entendre deterrence.
I need some more Hex Rolios, and I think that's going to be from you, Loki. Please and thank you.
Okay. Six and 4.
That's a 6 and
Wow.
a 4. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me. You, for the first time, the treasure that you're finding is not so much a treasure as like a growth on some of the walls that you're seeing. It appears to be like little clusters of small crystal prisms. Go ahead and give me a d4 roll, please. You find 3 clusters of these crystal prisms. Amara points and looks and says, "That's also that kind of stuff is also worth gold in Ariathion." She's like, "I'd say you could probably get 25 gold per cluster."
Oh, that's not bad at all. Loki, you picked up the last one. You want to grab that one too?
Yeah, I could grab this.
Perfect. Let me
Alright,
add
we'll just keep all the gems and stuff in one place. I know Wade has the ingots.
Mhm.
Hey, we can, maybe get rid of some of this stuff for, help pay off Ribbon. Looks back at a random shadow to see if he's hiding in it.
He hasn't popped up in a while.
I know you're there.
Maybe he got eaten by one of the other shadows. If he did, Riven, if you're listening and you died, please let us know so we can spend the money we were going to give you.
Nothing.
He's probably still alive then.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
just staring at a shadow in the corner, just fucking eyeballing the fuck out of it. Chubbs is still pissed he doesn't know where this guy goes every time he steps into a fucking shadow. So Chubbs is just literally just every shadow
Paranoid
that he
as
comes
fuck.
by.
whoa, is
No,
that
not
Riven over there?
paranoid. Yeah, like we paid him. He's on our team. Like as a bodyguard, like that's
I mean, we
respect
haven't
him.
quite paid him.
But like, well, I mean, our deal is to pay him, right?
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
like-
yeah. We're going to pay him.
Yeah. Yeah, but like the whole thing is me just like sitting here being like, I don't know how the fuck he does that, so I'm just gonna assume he's in every fucking corner. But like, I know he's not gonna try and kill us or anything like that. And we're his ticket out. So
I feel like he could get out just fine on his own, though. Probably better than we could.
And that's it. That's it. You find some more money making items. And there's not much history behind them. Amara will let you know that they just sometimes grow in certain sections. It's like whatever shadow stuff manipulates these caves, that like what she does tell you is that there is an underlying condition throughout the Umbra Vale that was caused by Malric, who is that region's king, one of the 5 brothers. He found this power to basically manipulate shadow, manipulate shadow stuff. It's called shadow binding. There are sects of people who use shadow binding to become one with their shadow in the way that they can move through, manipulate shadows, similar what it sounds like to Riven and how he operates, but maybe on a lesser scale. Also, if anybody has like knowledge questions for Amara at any point, just like while we're in between these hex rolls, let me know. Because she is from the area, and as a scholar, she may know things.
So,
You come to this cave often?
I'm sorry, what?
You come to this cave often?
No, not really.
Do you know any of the history of this area? I'm sure we were told, but my attention span is really poor.
he's also from the south.
Hey, lots of planets have a south.
no, he's from down under.
South
That's
of where?
This you can't. Yeah, so surely you have heard of the 5 kings.
Yes.
In this area, specifically on the other end of the hollow spiral, the leader of the leader of Umbra Vale, the king of Umbra Vale, is Malric the Veiled. They call him the Warden of the Hollow Throne. The king himself is quiet, calculating, never seen without a mask, and hasn't been seen without a mask for decades. He built a society of spies, informants, and hidden power. They say he never truly stopped fighting the war, he just changed the battlefield. And a symbol that you'll recognize for people who are aligned with Malric is a serpent eating its own tail.
All right, so he likes the old Ouroboros. Please understand I'm not a smart person, but is he so angry because someone sold him a hollow chair?
What?
He's of the hollow throne, is he not?
Yes.
I'd be angry if my throne was hollow. It's cheaped out. It's cheap labor.
The hollow throne is the seat of the Null Crown.
All right, thank you.
But to get, I mean, to even fathom getting close to the hollow throne, you'd have to go through the vault without doors.
What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's just the
Hey,
that's the rumor. That's the most common knowledge is things like that, but it's every time we find something out about the Umbra Vale, there's another mystery to unravel.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't understood like a single thing about this planet and its mysteries.
Well,
No, go ahead. Sorry, you were talking.
it's just think of 5 distinct societies split between such a small place. Like each section of this planet is cordoned off to somebody with a very different set of values and principles and ideas that basically all raised separate. We're raised separate from each other. There's small intermediate travel between like some of us, like me as a researcher. I have been to other regions, like I've been to Drasmore, but there was not a commingling. There wasn't a commingling of ideas. It was separated for so long that the difference between our cultures are very vast.
Okay.
And we're also, you have to remember that because those 5 kings, those 5 brothers, they fought for so long before those societies were even established that some of those grudges still run very deep.
Society's built on grudges.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way to think about it.
Like, you made this, so I'm gonna go make my own and make it better with blackjack and hookers, kind of thing. Yeah.
Just like, what's blackjack?
It's a card game that's, from the stars.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
Okay.
Count to 21 kind of thing. But that's not the point. I do have one question regarding this specific area.
Yeah.
It seems that you have a vast amount of knowledge. What kind of things are we looking at inside of this cave? What kind of animals, people, stuff like that? And is there any way to combat them that you know of? Looking for any kind of like weaknesses, like we fought. I don't know, what were they, guys? Banshees?
Yeah. Yeah,
of
some
sorts.
ghost
they weren't
chicks.
normal banshees though. I've seen normal banshees. They were something else.
Just like I have limited knowledge of the creatures in here beyond what Professor Thielen had in his notes.
Okay.
I've seen.
Can we see Thielen's notes?
You haven't found Thielen's notes yet. You'd have to find Thielen. Or what's left of him.
I didn't know if she would have had taken. Yeah, it was just kind of like do you have Thielen's notes? I guess would be
no. She has her own like research notes. She does have things jotted down based on things that he would tell her from his notes. Like the information about the Nullhounds was knowledge to her only because of the notes she took down from his like kind of like lectures. That he was basically giving while they were traveling. Like he was like, like as like teaching in the moment, like, here, look at these crystals, we use these for this, here, like so she has limited knowledge. She isn't aware of the banshees, but one thing she can make note of, the shadows themselves have cultivated into things like the dead around here, where normally spirits would take form, instead have been kind of like crushed and combined with the void and the shadows, and so have made these very unique creatures. You may see revenants that are just driven by shadow energy, or wisps. She says, I've seen wisps. Those things are crazy. They're like little, they almost like look like little bluish fireballs. they're not like fire, but they look like they're like burning.
Right.
She said there's also clusters. You can see there's a lot of old like Ariathian technology that like when like people have like when researchers have come out with technology from the past, they have, you know, if they've died in here, that technology kind of festers and gets corrupted and takes on its own new forms in here. The hollow spiral was never meant to be like a clear path of travel. It was a tunnel that was created and then doused with shadow energy when the war raged on, and when Ariathion and Umbravale were in a war, like when they were in their own kind of fight on this side of the world. So this is kind of like the remnants of that battle. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, everything has to, you know, flow downwards anyways, right? That's the way the gravity works.
There's still a lot we don't know about this place, though. Whatever magics Malric used to infect these caves and corrupt these caves never truly went away.
It just festered and became something more sinister by the sounds of it.
It seems so.
Interesting.
Well, shall we get moving then? Get out of here before it makes its attempt at corrupting us.
Who's leading the way? Oh, that was what, Chubbs? Was that you?
Loki.
It was Loki? 5
5,
and a
3.
3. And give me a d6 roll.
Do you guys see what my kitten is doing right now?
Being darn fucking cute.
Yeah, he is. Dude, he jumped right up on my shoulders.
Just
He's just
hanging
draped around the back of my neck right now.
hanging out with the gang.
Adorable.
It was a 5. Oh shit, okay. Something pulses through the caverns, and it's not something that you can see, but something that you feel, like just a wave that washes through the caves. And I need everybody to roll a wisdom save.
Ew.
Oh.
Magical
I am
effect or
pretty sure I'm gonna inspiration that.
I wish I could.
That went well.
Is this a magical effect, or is this part of the corruption, the curse, the magic?
It's part of the. It is a magical effect, I think, of the caverns themselves. So if you have some kind of resistance to magical effects, you can apply them here.
Okay. I rolled double 18s. Crazy. Ooh. Does Oka have inspiration right now?
I do not.
Oh, he used it earlier.
Yeah.
So Oka failed, Wade failed, Loki passed, and Chubbs passed.
Oh boy, I super failed.
Loki and Chubbs, you feel the wave kind of pass through you, and like something is trying to seep into your mind, but you're able to kind of shield and like and kind of snap yourself out of it. On your shoulder, let me roll for Amara here. And if somebody wants to roll for General Vec,
Let's go, baby.
Amara is able to stay snapped out of it, and so is General Vec. So it's just Oka and Loki. Or not Oka and Loki.
Wade.
Oka and Wade. Wade, you like Wade. First of all, Wade and Oka just black out. Like they just drop. Wade, you float above a blackened ocean, made of your own shadow. It whispers truths you never wanted to hear. The stars above you in the sky begin to blink out, one by one, each whispering a name, your real name. A final shape forms in the water, your reflection unburnt and mortal. It smiles at you, then climbs out of the sea and walks away, taking your name, your power, and your legend with it. You die as a forgotten ripple, a myth who chose shadow so long, even the dark let go. As you float in nothingness, another shadow appears to cast over you, getting closer and closer and closer, as you see a face and a mouth that opens up and swallows you and your shadow whole. Oka, you stand alone beneath a floating crown. Its weightless silence crushes your soul. Around you lie the shattered remnants of what appear to be some kind of mech. Its core pulsing dimly. A voice, one very familiar that you feel like you've heard before, echoes, "You weren't strong enough to carry us." And another deeper voice chimes in, "But you tried." A dragon opens its maw, and you feel and see as you are swallowed whole. Not bodily, but memory first. You forget your name, then your mission, then your face, then Jocelyn's face. You die not as a warrior, but as an echo that never got to sing.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
What the fuck?
Okay.
That's how I'm feeling right now. Holy shit, what? Damn.
As you are experiencing this, what is happening with the rest of you? These guys are like just like blacked out.
I'm trying to wake Oka, cause fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing everything that I can to wake Oka.
Yeah, as you're like shaking him, it looks like his like body is like draining of life. It doesn't seem like he's dying, but like he's getting cold. His body, like his skin is starting to go from that green to almost like a mottled gray color.
Hmm. I don't really have anything. He doesn't look like he's like. He just looks like he's fading and he's not dying. There's nothing really that I can like really do. I don't have anything that I can do like. Can I use? Curious.
Yeah.
Can I give him the option of suggestion? Kind of like wave my hand over him and be like, "Wake up, come back to us."
Okay, I'd say in the condition that he's going through, he would automatically fail that save. I'm just gonna give it to you. Like, there's not any rolls involved here. That's a great idea. Yeah, you kind of wave your hand over and you cast a spell. Just say, "Wake up," and you, as you're being swallowed by this dragon, you feel as it's starting to digest every memory that you have. Hear that voice crack through that says, "Wake up," and you recognize it as Chubbs. You don't remember anything else right now, but suddenly Chubbs comes into your mind and you reach out for that notion of something that is trying to latch on and keep you from dying. And as you kind of start to come to, you see as the dragon's mouth opens and this armored arm reaches out and grabs you and pulls you out. And as it does, you see that Chubbs and Amara are over you as you wake up. His skin starts to return to its regular color, but you still, Oka, feel that weight, that kind of like weight from the weightlessness of that crown, and it's like kind of like silence of the shadows around you. You are going to have the effect of burdened purpose.
Seeing that this worked on Oka, I will also use it on Wade as well to try and get him back to us.
This is going to be in your miscellaneous tab with your stress tokens. I need you to roll a d4.
One. One.
Okay. For the next hour, or until you take another short rest, you cannot take the dash or disengage actions. And you have disadvantage on insight checks due to intrusive thoughts, whispering other interpretations.
Sounds like a normal day at work right there.
Wade, as the spell of suggestion is cast on you, you also hear Chubbs' voice telling you to wake up and reaching out to kind of like ground you as you kind of realize and find yourself again. As you wake up, you have the effect of identity dissonance. You're not sure if you're the real Wade or just a clever lie. Your charisma-based checks and saving throws are made at disadvantage. And once
crazy,
It's okay. My -3s will have a friend.
once per turn, when you cast a spell or use an ability, you must flip a coin. On a tails, a whisper causes you to hesitate, and you must delay the action until the end of your turn. Go ahead and give me.
Okay, so I wouldn't lose the action, but I wouldn't be able to take advantage of it, kind of deal.
You'd have to delay the action, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Okay, that's cool.
I need you to roll a d4.
Oops. There we go.
Also, 1 hour or until you take a short rest.
Okay.
It's fucking wild. And with that, you have that was the dream pulse. They come to, they kind of regain their color, but there's something about both of them that seems to have stuck from this experience.
I would like to never, ever, ever experience that again. I hope that was the first time.
And the last, honestly. That was I don't even know.
Mars,
Yes.
You guys can't be sleeping on the job.
That's not what it was.
Yeah.
Come on, Chubbs.
Get it together.
It absolutely was what it was with me. Please never talk about this ever again. I won't sleep on the job anymore. I'm sorry.
Amara's like, what did you
Good.
see?
I'll hesitate for a moment and actually it was similar to what you described to us previously. Regarding shadows taking us.
I'm sorry that you experienced that.
I saw.
Yeah,
I saw
wasn't
some
very fun.
wild shit.
You saw what wild? You saw some wild things too?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What did you see?
There was like a broken down mech and a voice telling me I wasn't strong enough to lead the party. And some other
Oh,
stuff.
you got
but
like furniture and stuff. I just got blackness.
Oh,
Kind of looking in the mirror.
good for you. I'm shook, man.
Same.
I'm gonna do some push-ups when we get back to the ship.
Well, how that's your solution.
Yeah, some push-ups. Do some
Yep.
push-ups about it.
Just a little bit stronger. Yep.
And with that, go ahead and give me more hex rolls. That was a wild one. I like that.
That was cool as fuck. Okay.
4 and a 6.
This guy's passed the fuck out up here.
Give me a D6
I can't move.
roll.
I cannot move.
No, that is it's against the law.
It's against the law.
Somebody roll a D6. Please.
Dibs.
I had my hex rolls cocked for the next one, so I'm like waiting.
Yep. Hex rolls. Bam. Bam.
Across, you come into like a wide open area where like you have to cross to get to the next kind of like cave entrance into the next section. And off to the side appear to be some of those wisps that she was talking about that are sitting and floating and kind of like beckoning you to come towards them.
Did we kill them?
Yeah, those are really dangerous, right? Like from your book, from your notes.
She's like, I wouldn't. And then she kind of like looks and you watch her mouth kind of slacks for a minute as she almost gets drawn into their gaze as she's like, they have such a pretty glow.
I would like to
Just
hold her
bashing
tight.
in her face.
Everybody give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, God damn it.
Fuck.
Get out of my way, dice.
Oh wait, that was intelligence.
Yeah,
Hold add a +3 to that. So
that's not better. It's not great.
or wait, +6.
That
Still
wasn't
not
an animal handling, was it?
good.
I'm reading my
Um,
rune. It's like, you have advantage on wisdom. Animal handling. Fuck.
I think this is going to end up being an encounter, because as you are moving closer and closer, you're all saying like, yeah, we should probably go, but your feet don't listen, as you all just except for Loki. Everybody else starts to move forward, and you, Loki, like, nothing is compelling you to move with them. But your friends appear to be moving towards the danger.
I'm gonna like hold as many of them back as I can and just telepathically go into their head and just be like, no, don't listen to the voices. Stay. Like, come on.
Well, I kind of want to kill them.
I think they're gonna brainwash us.
it could be some new Squingy's employees, though. I do need 3 of them.
So Loki, you're trying to like hold them back, but they're persistent and moving forward. Somebody roll for General Vec as well. What was his wisdom save? Bad. He's also moving towards the danger. You, Loki, kind of like are standing there like, hey guys, you should probably stop. That doesn't look like a good idea. And at a point where you can't stop them, you just kind of, do you stop, or do you like voluntarily be like, oh fuck, well I might as well stick with them?
I I stick with them.
You stick with them, and you're moving closer and closer to these wisps, and when you get within about 30 feet, you feel as the ground beneath you starts to rumble, and it's almost like a sharp slide as the dirt starts to cave into like a hole that appears to be like a natural trap. Like, you guys are getting kind of sucked into this. I need everybody to make a athletics or acrobatics check. Chubbs, I need yours with disadvantage. If you would normally get advantage on this roll, then I need to roll it regular, because you have Amara on you.
Right. Okay. You're looking for athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics or athletics.
Used my inspiration to re-roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is technically disadvantage. A 10. Because I don't get anything unless it's a contest of strength. I get advantage on resisting magical effects, though.
Okay. Yeah, no,
So-
this is they have lured you into some unstable ground that, as it gives way, like you just like the weight was enough that you watch as it like slides in and collapses around both you and Amara. You both take 10 bludgeoning damage, as like refuse and rocks and like ground kind of like collapse around you. Amara is looking very badly hurt, and that we're gonna take a quick break before we roll initiative, so that I can get the combat set up. So we'll take like a quick 5-10 minute break as I get the map together.
Hey.
Ooh, we'll also get chocolate. Judas! Not for you, it's for me, silly.
Okay. Got a big story.
Fuzzy babies can't have big trips. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. Everything got real wonky. My system does not like that I just changed screens there.
What video card do you have?
One that should not be having this kind of issue right now.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Normally this isn't a problem. Hold on.
Have you updated? The last update fucked my graphics card.
Well, I mean, I
Have
haven't
you
come...
updated in the last 3 days?
No, not that I know of, and I mean, it shouldn't be having this issue.
Mm-hmm.
I think
No, like my
no, I don't think it's a graphics card issue. I think it's an OBS issue.
Fair. I was gonna say, like, I did my NVIDIA update, and like 2 of my screens, like my main 2 screens, I have a 27 and a 21. They would just flicker black on and off, on and off, on and off. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, rolled back my graphics card, left them plugged into the same outlets, didn't work at all. I
That's
was like,
weird.
oh, okay. So I unplugged them, switched them, like just between each other, fine.
Yeah. Now, see, now it's working fine. No, it's just OBS was like OBS caused a hiccup across the whole system from transitioning screens, but we're good. So I found the map that closest fit the description. I kind of like this layout because it like you have that kind of like shift of the ground as it slid down. It's less of these like defined ridges and more of like just like the ground itself like has like settled again. You're able to kind of like clear off the rocks that kind of like hit you guys, but Amara is looking fairly hurt from that that fall and slide down. Everybody else is kind of like able to like kind of roll on top of the rubble. And you do see that like on 2 sides of you there are these wisps that are starting to close in.
Do I have a specific wisp that is my focus right now? If I am being drawn to something?
These 3 on this side are the ones that were
so it's the
drawing
3
you
as a
close.
group and not like a particular one. Okay.
Right. Yeah, they all kind of collectively were trying to like draw you guys in to get you closer to them. We start with the sickened one. It's going to... Yeah, it's gonna whiz right by. It's gonna head towards Loki first, as they want to get the ones that didn't quite get caught in the trap there. That hits. Sorry, they don't even have to get up too close for that. I'm gonna move this thing back a little bit. That is 17 psychic damage halved. So you take 8. As it lets off this like little pulse of energy at Loki. And also, Loki, I need you to roll an intelligence saving throw. That is a fail. Loki, you are disoriented and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Okay.
Genocidal, Void, Gazer, Wisp. Now that I know all their attacks are ranged. Wade, this one is going to fire off a shot at you.
That's really rude, you know? Yeah, 29's gonna hit.
I gathered. That's 21 psychic damage.
Yeah.
And make an intelligence saving throw for me.
I'm just gonna quickly double check to make sure I don't have advantage on any of this shit, because I have weird ruins that I always forget about. That's a no.
Okay, then you get disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Okay.
This
Chubbs!
doesn't have any effect on me, right? Like, there's no negative like effect of being drawn to these things. Like, I can still actively charge these things and fight them.
Yeah, you're just drawn close to them.
Oh, okay. So they're supposed to be close. Great. So I'm gonna bonus action, because healing is a bonus action. I'm gonna slap Amara with a healing injector for a solid 7 damage.
Just one in the legs, just like
Listen, it's fine. It's okay. And then I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna charge this guy right here.
Sure.
Uh, Yeah, we're just gonna hit it with a tower shield, I guess. That is a 20 to hit.
20 hits. For 10.
9 piercing, 1 psychic.
9 piercing, 1 psychic. Well, can't go lower than 1, so... Yeah, as you, like, smack through this wisp with your shield.
Bonus action is done, and... yeah, that's all I got. All right.
Loki.
I'm gonna run forward at the sickened void gazer. I'm gonna use my bonus action to pull my Arcanators out. I'm gonna try to slash at this thing with it. Shit, that was at disadvantage.
They didn't roll with disadvantage.
No, my next attack was supposed to be with disadvantage, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's true. We roll again.
Yeah.
Still
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's still a hit, but it's not a crit.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate. Oh, some good damage, though.
And then just end my turn there.
Target also takes an extra 2d6. The 2d6 is if you hit it twice, right? Gain a +1
It
bonus.
just
to
came up
atta-
on.
Yeah, it just came up automatically. But I don't think you get
Yeah.
it unless you hit it twice, like using like a bonus action to do a second attack. But yeah, you do get that initial
Okay.
1d4 damage, which is 7 lightning. You go to stab into these things with these electrical blades, and it's almost like they don't absorb it in the way that they gain health, but it's like the electricity dissipates off of them. They are immune to lightning damage.
Oh shit. Okay.
Range spell, but what's the range? Did I just never put a range in for that attack? $30 feet? Do. Chubbs, this one's coming at you.
No.
Yeah.
It'll miss.
That's a miss. Flexible. This one's also coming at you, Wade.
Okay.
$17, I think that's a miss with you.
That is a miss.
Yep. And they only attack once. A 10th. Void Gazer Wisp. Oh. There we go. This one's coming at you, Oka.
29's a miss, actually.
Why is it?
Actually, I'm going to use my Cloud Rune on that.
I'm wondering why it rolled.
I can get it to paste in chat. Okay, that attack is now going against Genocidal instead.
Oh.
It's going against Genocidal instead?
Yep, that 29 is now hitting Genocidal.
It shouldn't be. I don't know why. Well, I guess it would be because it rolled the 18 first, but I don't know why it rolled with advantage there, because I didn't select advantage. Okay, I believe it takes half damage here. Yeah, okay. So let's roll damage. Okay. 18 still hurts it real bad.
I'm so glad I got to pull that off. I didn't use it in the first attack because I'm like, I want to wait. I'm like, no, they're getting numbers.
Shit, and it also gets disadvantage on its next attack. It's genocidal. Just do that for now. And that's its turn. Wade.
So I'm just writing down that I used that before I forget.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to saunter towards Genocidal. And I'm going to punch him in the face. and miss.
Kind of like.
And then I'm going to use my giant smite and become giant.
Okay.
Which, I would do it first, but I had to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Bad P. So yeah, stretch my token, I'm done.
Oh, wait. I need you to flip a coin on growing. Okay, that's a head, so you do grow. You didn't have to delay it.
Oh, I thought it only delayed it to the end of my turn.
Delay the action. Oh yeah, you are correct.
Sorry, I was acting delayed anyway. Anyway, that's my turn.
Rumpled. Rumpled is gonna go for you as well, Chubbs.
Could be some. Ooh. That will hit.
Yeah. That is 22 psychic damage, and I need you to roll an intelligence saving throw.
22 psychic damage is fucking insane.
Yeah.
When can I use this again? Short? Once you use this feature, you can't use it again. Okay. I'm gonna pop my charm. I'm gonna reduce that damage.
Oh, he's popping a charm. He's reducing damage.
So I take 0 damage from that.
Okay.
It still hits, but I don't take any damage. Would you like me to still roll the...
Yes, please. That is a fail.
That's
you
great.
have disadvantage on the next attack roll. The DC is 13.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oka.
Okay.
Vex beside you is
So-
like, why do we get into the weirdest fucking trouble with you guys?
So are my actions also halted until the end of my turn?
No, you have different things going on with your
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
You cannot take the dash or disengage action,
That's right.
and you have
Okay.
disadvantage on insight checks.
Okay. Nothing too crazy. All right. I'm gonna run down here, and if I make a pistol shot right now against who is it? Genocidal, is that going to be a disadvantage because there's an enemy right next to me?
No. It's only
Okay.
if you were targeting the one next to you that you'd get the disadvantage.
Okay. Gotcha. That's awful. God damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna burn a War Priest charge, and I'm gonna swing on Flexible with the good old Stargrave Fang.
– 20 hits.
For 12 damage. And the next attack against it has advantage on it.
Nice.
That'll be it for me.
General Vec.
Who's on Vec duty today?
I'll do vac duty today. Run forward and multi-attack the 10th void.
Ooh, so close to a crit.
23 hits. For 19. It's pretty good.
And then his second attack. Hopefully he puts him away.
That also hits. Yeah, he fucking 2 swipes of his ice sword and just fucking destroys this thing, shreds it into nothingness.
Awesome. Does he have any movement left? He only moved 20 feet. 40 feet?
Yep.
He's gonna use the rest of his movements. Head towards this thing.
Oh, that's Amara. Amara fires her gun at the sickened one. And misses. It should actually be 3. Because she started with 4 charges on the gun. Back up to sickened. Sickened is going to attack you, Loki, with the light pulse. And hit. For 23, halved to 11 psychic damage.
Ooh. Getting real hurt.
And then roll that int save. Nice. Yeah, you're good. Oh, that was Constitution.
Awesome.
But I mean, you're still good.
Okay. Yeah, when the thing popped up, it popped up as Constitution.
Yep. This one's at you, Oka. $21.
Yeah. Oh.
27 psychic damage.
Oh my god.
These things are squishy, but fucking hit hard.
Oh.
And you make the intelligence save. Chubbs, you look over as like Oka like kind of like gasps out loud, and you watch as the blood like obviously alien orc blood's a little bit different. I don't know if it runs red or if it runs a different color. Oka, you tell me. It's your physiology. How do you bleed?
I would say like a really dark blue, I think.
Yeah, gushing from your nose and your ears, just and your eyes. The dark blue, like just blood pouring across your face.
I would like to actually like look back at Chubbs and give him like kind of a psychological message to protect Amara at all costs instead of me. Like, I don't know typically that he's my bodyguard, but I know he protects me, but I want him to protect Amara right now. If I could like send a message with my eyes, essentially.
A gaze of understanding.
Yeah, essentially.
Do I still have Amara backpack? Like, do I still have her like
She's on your shoulder, but
situated?
yeah.
How? For 1 minute. Fuck it. Let's blow some charms here. Chubbs sees Oko hit the get fucking destroyed. He reaches in his backpack, snaps this little charm in half, gives him wings. It ups his speed a little bit because I know that I'm just slightly out of reach for him. And then I'm going to take myself and Amara, and I'm going to fly my fucking dragon ass over. And you can take your attack of opportunity if he's going to.
That was second. Yeah, he will. And he's gonna miss.
Cool. Miss. Beautiful. And then so use an action for that charm. So the dragon charm sits for this long. I level divided by 2, so it's 2d6 fire damage. Do that. Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna make a giant smoke cloud of 20 feet for everybody that is here to protect Oka. That will be a circle. 20 feet of heavily obscured. Like, use Amara as the gate for that, like right there. That looks like a better circle.
What?
Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna snap the charm as I'm trying to huddle my body over over Oka to protect him. And Amara, they're both Amara's on my back, protected by the wings, and I'm trying to get over Oka because I just watched him take a huge hit. And yeah, that will be all I can do for this turn.
Yeah, Loki. He watches this huge cloud of thick smoke bursts around them immediately after Chubbs grows these huge ass dragon wings.
I am gonna use my bonus action to put my blade away because I know that the Arcanators are useless. And I'm gonna smash the sickened Gazer Wisp in the face with my cast iron pot.
Okay. That is a miss.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's all I can do, so I'm ending my turn.
Chattering. Oh, Loki. An 18 hit? What's your AC, Loki?
18 just hits. My AC is 18.
Loki, that is 14 rounded down to 7. Fucking found that psychic ring at the right time.
Yeah.
Flexible is right beside everyone here. I think Wade's the one that it can see the most. Wade, it's gonna come at you.
The disadvantage, right? Because I'm heavily obscured.
You are also giant.
Heavily obscured is kind of like being invisible. Like it's just straight
Um,
disadvantage.
Heavily obscured. Smoke stays in that location. Let's see.
Blocks vision entirely. A creature effectively suffers the blinding condition.
Darkness, opaque fog. I just need to check if it effectively suffers from the blinded condition. These guys can be affected by that, then yes, it will get disadvantage.
Heck yeah. Proceeds to roll like a pair of 22s.
Uh, 22, I believe, does
Okay.
hit.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Wait, that is 14 psychic damage.
All right.
And roll an int save.
Intelligence saving throw.
Just make it there.
Oh yeah.
Wait, it's your turn.
All right. In this circle is genocidal considered obscured? It's kind of like half
No,
in the circle.
I'm gonna say
That's,
it's out enough.
All right, I'm punching him in the face. Swing away. Action economy. 18 to hit.
18 hit. No, sorry, 18 does not hit.
That's inappropriate.
Shit.
I don't think there's much I can do with my bonus action. So, yeah, that's it for me.
Rumpled. Rumpled is going to attack General Beck. And hit. For 23 psychic damage. Oka.
Hmm. Can I make like an intelligence check or something like that to try to know which way to go in this smoke to like get away from here?
I mean, you made the smoke, didn't you? Or no, Chubbs
No,
made
that
the
was
smoke.
Chubbs,
made
yeah.
the smoke.
Yep.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You don't see shit.
All right. But I did see Chubbs fly towards me
Yeah.
before he made the smoke, so I know vaguely where Chubbs is, I would say.
Yeah, you know he's pretty close.
Okay.
Like I feel like I'm
Um,
like touching you, like because you got fucked up, and I'm kind of like trying to grab you and move you, kind of thing.
yeah, like some cover shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh, shit. Not that. Not that. I'm gonna slap myself with a healing injector first of all.
I'm gonna hurl myself into the void.
Not just yet. All right. So a little bit of health, and then I guess I'm gonna take a swing at where I think the Void Gazer wisp is, the flexible one.
Yeah, you'll roll your attack with disadvantage.
Yep. Come on. I'm gonna burn my Channel Divinity Guided Strike to add +10 to that. Would a 19 hit?
19 just hits.
Okay. And that'll be 10 damage.
10 damage. This thing looks pretty fucked up, but it's not quite enough to kill it.
Damn. Alright, and that's it for my economy, so that'll be it for me.
General Vec.
General Vex sees Loki is about to get murdered. He's gonna, he's gonna run up here. I know he's gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Yes, he is. His AC is 15. This thing rolled a nat one. You're good to go.
Awesome. If I multi-attack, can I hit 2 targets or
Oh,
just
yeah.
one?
Yeah, you can. If you
awesome.
killed off the first one, you can switch targets.
Awesome. He is gonna multi-attack. Great sword. Oof.
Oh,
Alright, second attack.
that's a hit.
Awesome. Come on, big money.
Oh yeah, he just like slices right through this one in front of you. It's like, you okay, little
Awesome.
guy?
Like, yeah, I'm good. Thanks to you. Thanks for saving my ass.
He's like, you look kind of fucked up.
Yeah, do you have any healing injectors? Do you have any drugs?
He's like, I do not have any drugs.
Alright, well, I appreciate you saving my ass, and then I'm gonna get Vec just to run up to this next guy here. General Vec, I should say.
Amara can't see a goddamn thing. She can kind of see outside of the ring there, so she's gonna fire off one of her Aether Bolt shots. That should be at 2. And she's gonna just miss with it. Genocidal is gonna back up. He's gonna fire at you, Wade.
Is he going to survive me trying to punch him first? Yeah, apparently.
18 misses, so yeah.
Yeah, like I said, apparently. He misses me, though.
He does miss with the pulse. Chubbs.
Alright, well, I can see that Oka's doing a little bit better. Chubbs is going to... Man. Alright, little ghosty boys. It's time to give me some fucking... Time to give me some rolls, because I'm going to try and shove these ghosts into each other. Can you give me opposed athletics on our little ghosty boy here? A 24 is the number to beat.
Opposed athletics.
From flexible.
I don't think it can possibly beat an athletics check.
With a -5.
Yeah, not with a -5.
Alright, perfect. Alright,
What are you trying to do to it?
I'm going to shove it away from. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna tell Amara to hop down and stay covered. So like, I'm gonna like, she's gonna hop off, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to charge him into his friend by grabbing him, bringing him up in the air, and then slamming them both into the ground.
Okay.
Like I'm literally gonna like fucking Dragon Ball Z seismic toss this motherfucker into his boy.
Okay.
And I'm going to do that utilizing my rampant charge feature, which is this guy.
Yeah, roll your damage.
And then I'm going to need if the second one beats me for an athletics throw, then but a 22 is going to be nearly impossible for it to beat.
Yeah, they get a -5. They can't. They even with a even with a nat 20, they can't make it.
Beautiful. So both of them take an immediate 4 damage because that's my strength modifier.
Yep.
And
That's
then
enough. They're both
it's,
dead. They're both dead.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
They just like explode into like a light mist.
All right, beautiful. And then Chubbs will stand up. And how much movement do you think that would take? Because this is 20 feet. If I lifted homie up and slammed him into his boy, I don't know, we say like 10 feet up, 30 feet of movement used total.
Sure.
All right, cool. And then I'll use my 20 movement to get back in with everybody into the heavily obscured area. So I can start making my way back the other way. And I don't think Rampant Charge isn't a bonus action, right? Just charge in a straight line for the rest of your move. Yeah, okay, so it's not a bonus action. So I'm going to take a wide stance with my shield, which gives everybody around me +2 AC.
Loki.
I am gonna try to hit the rumpled Void Gazer with my ice knife.
That's a miss.
Oof. All right.
But it still
It's not-
explodes, right? Yeah, because
Oh, yeah,
it's got the Saber Suck cold damage.
Yeah.
This thing makes the save though. Just makes it.
Okay. There's nothing else I could do. I'm gonna pop a mana injector actually. Probably not a bad idea.
You pop a mana injector.
And then my turn.
Alright, this thing is gonna try and kill you.
Oh no. Come at me, bro. Oof.
That is 25 rounded down to 12.
So much.
Oh yeah,
damage.
I'm very dead. I'm very dead right now.
Loki drops to the ground with like bleeding his own strange blood from places you didn't even know were openings on him. Wade.
My arms start curling up.
Were they openings before he got hit, or are they new?
That's for you to find out.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to introduce Rumpled to the backhand. Or at least I'm going to try to. This hasn't been going great for me. 19 to hit.
19 just hits.
Fuck yeah. All right. First, he takes the normal damage. That is 9 magical bludgeoning. Then he takes the extra giant's might damage. Which did not roll 1 sec. Come on. Takes another 4 damage, and I can use a bonus action to try and grapple him.
It fails.
Yeah, I figured he's just immune to condition, or is it because of the flip one thing on me?
Immune to the grappled condition.
No problem.
You just go to hug it, and you just like hug through it.
All right. That is my turn.
Rumpled foreskin over here is going to ignore you and attack Vec. Hitting. For 26 psychic damage. And Vec needs to make an intelligence saving throw. Just making it. Okay. Oka.
Alright. Can I do like a religion check to see if I can sense my crewmate that went down?
That is a fucking stretch and a half, and I'm going to make that religion check very high.
We're gonna do it anyway.
Can I use my fake god powers to pull bullshit out of my ass? No, you can't. Fuck you.
I absolutely can.
Fuck
It just,
you, Oka.
you know, depends on the rolls. Come on.
You're lucky I don't make that an action, you prick.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d4 to see which direction I think I should go in. 2. So we're gonna go clockwise. So we're gonna go right.
I was really hoping you were gonna run into a hole. Would have been fucking hilarious.
There's 30. Okay, so I make it out of the mist.
Yep.
I am gonna cast with the Stargrave Fang Wall of Light on these two guys right here.
Fuck yeah.
Wall of Light, I don't have the spell available,
Hold
but
on, I'll get it for you.
yeah. Up to 60 feet long, 10 feet high, 5 feet thick. The wall blocks line of sight, but creatures and objects can pass through it. It emits bright light out to 120 feet, blah, blah, blah. When the wall appears, each creature in its area must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 48 radiant damage, and it's blinded for 1 minute.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
On a successful save, takes half as much damage and isn't blinded. Okay.
There we go. You have the actual spell on your character sheet now.
Oh, tight. Fuck yeah. Here we go. How do I... Oh, there we go.
So they need to make a Constitution save.
Yep.
That's a fail on both.
Alright. Let's run up the damage. Did that not roll the damage?
It says it did. Or like it didn't. I saw the dice roll.
Yeah.
Try again.
Okay. Did it work that time?
No, I don't know why it's not doing that. Roll 48 separately.
Yeah,
Andrew just disconnected me. Maybe this is related.
it could be.
No, because that worked.
25 radiant damage.
Yeah, these things are fucked. They're done. That's the end of combat.
Tight.
It gets the light like shines out, and like you see that there are a couple more wisps that almost like veer away from the light and like dive down into that hole. And it becomes eerily silent in this cavern as all you hear is kind of like the echoes from beyond. And well, fucking Loki is like hemorrhaging right now on the ground.
Can I see him?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Can I run over and just I'll slap a healing word out for him. Loki, get up, dude. We're good. We're good.
Loki, you regain 5 hit points. Coming back from the brink of death.
Oh, thank you, brother. That was scary.
You hear the voice of Amara from this cloud going, "Is it safe? Can I come out now?"
Yeah, as I exited the cloud, I probably would have brought her with me. I would have, at least like guided her out because nobody can see in there but me. So
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, come on.
Just like, that was
Taking her by like the arm or the hand and be like,
hop up back onto your shoulder, be like, that was terrifying. What the hell was that? Nobody told me that they were that crazy. That's not... She starts scribbling down notes about them.
Yeah, that was holy shit.
Yeah,
They rocked me.
that was fucking wild. You guys are pretty fucking beat up. I think most of you used a lot of your hit dice last short rest. How many... who has hit dice left? Loki's are done.
I have 1 available.
Oka has 1 hit die available.
But I got them
none.
injectors.
Chubbs has 3. Wade has none. General Vec doesn't get hit dice. So you guys are fucking hurting. Not really gonna be able to benefit from a short rest, but also doesn't seem safe enough to be able to take a long rest. You're kind of at a crossroads here.
I have 8 healing injectors.
I've got a few injectors as well.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna slap 2 of mine in my thigh right now.
Are those... How many do you have left, Oka?
These are my last 2.
And then
Just straight healing injectors. I got like mana and rejuvenation ones too, though.
I see the 5 rejuvenations and the 4 manas. That's still crazy. You guys have gone through quite the... You super stocked.
Oh yeah, I do every time. You gotta. There we go.
And for you,
Alright,
Chubbs,
so
that's 8 after you used like the one on Amara? Or did you count that one? Okay.
Yep.
Well then,
Yeah, I hit the consume resource button. It takes one every time.
Chubbs is rolling in them right now, so I mean it's up to you, I guess, to distribute the healing.
Yeah, listen, if anybody wants them, I'll start throwing them out. Like, I'm good.
Would I be able to get some off you?
Yeah, how many you want?
I had 9,
I
so I'm just hammering through those right now. I don't need to borrow anyone's yet.
Can I get 2 or 3?
Yeah, I got you. Do we have like a transfer thing, or do I have access to something that I can
just use them? Because he's just... He's gonna use them to heal himself. He's fucking dying.
Yeah. Okay, okay, that's 8 healing. Nine. The third one I get you up there. And another 9. So 18, 26 healing.
Brings him almost up
Thank
to
you,
full.
that
That's,
got-
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that and be like, you want some too?
Maybe one. Maybe one will help.
As Vec goes to open his mouth, I'm gonna inject him with it anyways. 8.
So fuck, at least warn a guy.
Yeah, you had plenty of warning. You're fine. Come on, big guy. Let's go.
Wade injects 6 healing injectors into himself. Marcus, stop any time while I want.
Do you do it one at a time or all at once? Just like
2 at a time, 1 in each leg.
that's gnarly.
Woo!
Amara's like,
Damn.
I'm a little injured as well.
Here, take one of these.
I think if
I
I tried
hate
to
it.
give her a healing injector right now, she'd take bludgeoning damage.
She gets 5 health and a spell slot if she has those.
She does not.
That's disappointing.
Mhm.
Uh,
She's got a gun that she is barely experienced in using. She's got a quarterstaff that she has strapped to her back, and some psychic resistant armor and a notebook, and some like fucking vials for ammo for the gun. She's not holding a lot of cards here.
Awesome.
She is smart, not spellcrafty.
Thought you would be a spellcaster, depending on your scholarly attire.
She's like, why would I need to cast spells? I have Aether Tech.
That's not good logic. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, I mean, I've never had the need to cast spells before.
Wait, listen, she's killed shadows with that pistol thing, so like, you know, we're okay.
That
I
is
hope
true.
that at
All
the
right,
mention
all
of
right.
killing shadows, she kind of cringes a little bit.
She does, yeah.
Good.
Like getting like war flashbacks. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. All right, guys. Let's I guess we'll start moving forward again. Holy shit, that was rough. Damn.
That wasn't even a deadly combat. Those wisps just pack a punch. Go ahead and give me hex rolls. I think we'll do another
I
one.
got you.
I don't tell you what it is until next session.
1-1.
1-1.
Snake eyes.
You find your way back to the entrance, or not the entrance, but that like kind of stairwell that leads to the other part of the cavern closer to the other side.
All right, listen. I think we went in a circle.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Probably not.
Guess we
supposed to
just
go
gotta
this way.
go the other way.
I mean, we had the option of taking her out of here, but we still need to find her friends, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I
and
mean-
we learned more threats on the way out and the way back in.
I will also say that this spot looks kind of like it because it's kind of like an in-between spot. There was like the sign and kind of like it was kind of like a sort of rest area. If there was a safe place to make camp, this would be the spot.
I don't know. I mean, it might be a good chance to take a rest real quick.
After dropping 6 healing injectors, yeah, like you can proceed after doing all that, but
Yeah, let's try and have a nap. If something goes wrong, something goes wrong.
I can
Yeah,
I can
worst
keep
case
watch
scenario.
because I don't really need to sleep, so we could take a long rest and I could stand watch.
Even the people who can sleep, I mean, they only need to sleep 6 hours. Everyone can take a watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Yeah.
This place is
Yeah.
wild, man.
Yeah, so I think we'll all have watch shifts, and we'll long rest it.
Perfect. Then yeah, we'll do the long rest. That's how we'll round out this session. And I think off screen, I'm going to make a couple rolls and see what happens during your rest period.
Wow.
Since each of you is going to take a couple hours of watch. But that'll be where we end for tonight, with a temporary ally in tow, and more creepiness definitely due to come in this place. You still have a lot of interesting hex rolls left. Yeah, that's where we'll end for tonight. For everyone at home, thanks for watching. We love every single one of you. We hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and as always, power the players. Have a great night.
Woo.
Oh, I love fighting.
You're pretty good at it. When you hit, you hit.
Oh, man.
You know?
I can't wait till I have another attack. Won't be good.
Yeah. Just skirting on that level 4 for a hot minute.
Everybody can take another 10
I
points
get-
on your points cards. It was a good session tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah, this
Just
was
get
a
sent
fun
it over
ride.
free next level, so
Oh, nice.